Take a look at any car, bike, or even airplane, and you'll notice one thing they all have in common. The tires are almost always black. It feels so normal that we rarely question it. But here's the strange part. Rubber, in its natural form, isn't black at all. The answer, as it turns out, is a mix of chemistry, durability, and a little bit of history. So today we'll uncover why are all rubber tires black? Why did something so important, something that literally carries us everywhere, end up being this one specific color? Is it just for looks, or is there something deeper going on? Once you understand it, you'll never look at tires the same way again. Right here, on History of Simple Things. Let's start at the beginning. Natural rubber comes from latex, a milky white liquid tapped from rubber trees. When processed, it becomes a pale off-white material, more like a light beige than anything close to black. Early rubber products actually kept this natural color. If you lived in the late 1800s, you might have seen rubber items that looked almost creamy or grayish. Tires were no exception. Yes, early tires weren't black, they were light-colored. So clearly, black wasn't always part of the design, it was added later. The question is, why? The first rubber tires had a big problem. They didn't last very long. Rubber on its own is surprisingly fragile. It wears down quickly, cracks under stress, and breaks apart when exposed to sunlight. Heat makes it soft and sticky, while cold makes it stiff and brittle. For something as demanding as a tire, constantly rolling, flexing, and carrying heavy loads, this was a disaster. Early tires would wear out fast, sometimes after just a few hundred miles. That made transportation unreliable and expensive. So inventors and engineers began searching for a way to make rubber stronger. The breakthrough came with the addition of a material called carbon black. Carbon black is a fine, powdery substance made from partially burned petroleum products. It's extremely dark, almost pure black, and has some unique properties. When mixed into rubber, carbon black completely transforms it. Instead of being soft and weak, the rubber becomes tougher, more resistant to wear, and much longer lasting. It reinforces the material, almost like adding steel bars into concrete. Suddenly, tires could handle rough roads, heavy weights, and long distances. And just like that, black became the new normal. Here's where it gets really interesting. Carbon black doesn't just sit inside the rubber. It bonds with it on a microscopic level. It strengthens the internal structure, making the rubber more durable without making it too stiff. This balance is crucial. Tires need to be strong but also flexible. They have to grip the road, absorb shocks, and adapt to different conditions. Without carbon black, tires would either be too weak or too rigid. With it, they become the perfect combination of both. That's why modern tires can last tens of thousands of kilometers instead of just a few hundred. There's another hidden benefit to carbon black. It protects tires from sunlight. Sunlight contains ultraviolet (UV) rays, which can break down rubber over time. This process causes cracking, fading, and weakening. If tires were left in their natural color, they would degrade much faster under the sun. Carbon black acts like a shield. It absorbs UV rays and prevents them from damaging the rubber. So that black color isn't just cosmetic, it's actually protecting your tires every time you drive. Driving generates heat, a lot of it. As tires roll and flex, friction builds up and temperatures can rise quickly, especially at high speeds or on long trips. Too much heat can weaken rubber and lead to blowouts. Carbon black helps here too. It improves heat distribution throughout the tire, preventing hot spots from forming. In other words, it helps tires stay cool under pressure. And when you're traveling at highway speeds, that's not just helpful, it's essential for safety. You might be wondering, if carbon black is so important, could we just add it and then dye the tire another color? Technically, yes, but it comes with trade-offs. Colored tires do exist. Some specialty tires use silica instead of carbon black, which allows for lighter colors. You might have seen white wall tires or even decorative bicycle tires in different shades, but these alternatives often don't match the durability of traditional black tires. They may wear out faster, offer less protection against UV rays, or struggle with heat management. For everyday use, especially in cars and trucks, black tires simply perform better. As cars became more popular in the early 1900s, manufacturers needed a reliable, long-lasting tire. Carbon black provided exactly that. Over time, it became the industry standard. Factories optimized their processes around it, and drivers came to expect the durability it offered. Eventually, black tires weren't just the best option, they were the default. Even today, nearly every tire you see follows this formula. Could this ever change? Possibly. Researchers are always experimenting with new materials, including advanced silica compounds and eco-friendly alternatives. Some of these could one day match or even surpass carbon black in performance. If that happens, we might start seeing tires in different colors, not just for style but for function. But for now, black remains the best choice. It's proven, reliable, and incredibly effective. So the next time you look at a tire, remember this: it wasn't always meant to be black. That color is the result of a simple but powerful idea: make rubber stronger, safer, and longer lasting. What started as a solution to a problem became a global standard. Sometimes the most ordinary things have the most surprising stories behind them. Thank you for watching. If you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the history of simple things. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more stories woven through the smallest details.